Right, Doctor Who, Mummy on the Orient Express, Series 8. Very good. Thoroughly enjoyed it. Not as good as last week's, I thought. It reminded me of a bit of, you remember David Tennant on the Titanic? Sort of had that sort of feel that, for me, it sort of took me back to that. Right, story. Doctor takes Clara on Orient Express. They end up, well, he's trying to make up to her for last week when he was out patronising. But, you know, he's lied to her. He's took her into some weird mystery as usual, or something dodgy. And it all starts, great beginning, when that old granny dies. You know, saves the mummy. And then it just progresses from there. I mean, the story was very similar to, like, the Titanic. It was like somebody behind it all, like, you know, I'm not saying it was like the corporation with that evil guy in the Titanic episode, but I found like there was somebody behind it all and wanted to know the secret of the forever mummy. And it was a standard episode. I mean, it had its moments, but it was nothing special or nothing like unique to it. It was a standard story, great standard monsters, standard sort of factors to it. Again, we jumped into the Clara and the Doctor, great relationship. Find him at times, he's so arrogant towards like people, you know. And but that's what I like about him. He you know, like, how he comes across like that, and it's really good. But you know, I mean, there was a lot of needless deaths tonight. I mean, that captain fella, you know, got kicked out of the military for post-traumatic stress. I mean, how we sacrificed him. He says, you know, well, you're next. And he's going, what do you mean I'm next? And I mean, all that was sort of interesting. Do you know what I mean? It was just how like lives were being sacrificed, and the concept of that the entire Orient Express was some kind of big lab to catch the creature was quite interesting. I mean, it had its little moments, but I ain't got really much to review on this week's episode. I really don't. There were nothing on Missy and any mystery, no little sort of threads anywhere. And then we got into Clara and the boyfriend. He phoned her up and said, "Have you told it?" I mean, last week I didn't mind their relationship, but this week we're going back to that again, and you know. But I did like it where she made a choice. She thought, fuck it, you know, fuck him, I'm going off for the Doctor, you know. Well, he can offer the stars, you know. I mean, take her places where, you know, you can only begin to imagine. But he does need her. And I like that, and he's trying. He's trying in his own way, but he can't help himself. And he is an alien, you know. But he's a force of good as well. I mean, you know, he goes about things in a strange sort of way. He really does. But tonight's episode, it was all right. You know, standard, like I said a few minutes ago. It's a standard episode. Nothing over the top about it. I was expecting something a bit big this week, you know, because we're moving into the top 5 episodes now, and they have, like, I thought we'd have had at least one episode around the whole Missy thing, or a lot more, you know, like a bigger chunk. So this week's episode, I'm going to give it a 4.5. 4.5. I think that's best for it, really. You know, it was a good episode, not too bad. Story, it was all basic, nothing special, but yeah, so roll on next week. Nothing really, it didn't get anything going, do you know what I mean? Yeah, I watched it, that's it. So see you for next week. Alright, have a good, oh yeah, please subscribe to the videos, you know, share them, debate them. You might not agree with my attitude, you know, and if you do, you do, but I look forward to debating it, and that's it. So I will see you next time. Alright, have a good one, bye.